Hi, I'm Philipp Maywald and I'm talking about my hobby filmmaking here on YouTube. And yeah, I'm very excited because I recently got this little device here. I've been waiting for in a Kickstarter campaign for 1.5 years. It's the Lit2 One light meter from Sweden. I will do a review about that. And maybe you're asking, what the heck can a hobbyist provide valuable to the discussion about that specific topic? And I will tell you, I can provide the perspective of someone who hasn't ever used a light meter before, and the perspective of someone who doesn't juggle with f-stops, ISO and whatnot on a 9-to-5 basis. It should show how bulletproof and easy to use it is. I can also do some basic visual comparison tests with that device. Maybe I'm not the right person to judge from that, but I will show the methods and the bare numbers I am seeing, so someone with experience may draw conclusions for herself. Plus, I am not sponsored, not only for this little guy here. I will never ever be sponsored for anything else, so I can be brutally honest with it. I will split that review into 3 episodes, and the first one is about the unboxing and basic features. Next one will be about me trying to light a scene with the help of the device, and the third one will be about some comparison tests with different levels of exposure, different levels of light and different levels of color. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned. Maybe use the markers below to jump right into the chapter you like, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, so here we go. Open, start side is marked here in a really nice package, and yeah, says hello to me. Make something wonderful and put it out there. Manual aside, we will see. So it comes in a case here, and inside, first of all, a strap to attach, and so it's actually a bit bigger than I expected, but it feels really solid with that metal case on the top side. And so on the back side we have a plastic part. So it comes without batteries, no problem. It's a standard AAA size battery. So yeah, I got those batteries now. I can put it in, and it also can charge those NIMH batteries with its USB port. Everything good, looks good. Give it a try. Button feels really good. Click and hold. Yeah, okay, so now it's on. You can turn on the charging in the settings. So let's try if I can find that. Settings is a blue button. Oh, the buttons to really feel good. Battery type, back. Battery charging, okay, back. Okay, so now the battery charging is turned on. It also has a mount here for putting it up onto a tripod. So yeah, it comes with these 2 sensors. One is like a dome here, which can collect the color from the whole site, from all lights, and the flat sensor, which is pointing directly to one light source. It has only a couple of buttons, so that cross button to dial in, and 2 buttons depending on the menu where you are, and 1 red button on the side to take a measurement. Options, illuminance, where you can measure just light that is hitting the sensor. You can see on the upper right corner here with the little dots which one of the sensors has been measured. In the Cine menu you can go into here and switch between the wide angle and the narrow angle. So if I turn on to the wide angle, oops, like that, wide angle, and start a measurement, it measures the dome. And if I go to the narrow angle, it measures the other side with a flat surface here. Color temperature. So here it is measuring like 5000 Kelvin. And in the spectrum we can measure. So yeah, maybe you can see how that light is set up together. So now I'm downloading the app. So they have a QR code in the manual to find it. Connect device. It has already found it. Scanning, connected. When we open that device, I can see which is the current firmware, bootloader, etc. I have the latest firmware, nothing to update, stay tuned. Okay, they are showing their roadmap here in the app. So yeah, I will stay tuned and hopefully they will bring that out according to the timeline. So I think we can go through the other options of the device that we don't see in the upcoming tests. Turn it on. As you can see, it is really quickly turned on. At all, you can see it doesn't have a touch screen. It is everything is dialed with that 4 buttons here. As far as I understand, it does the same measurement in the background in either mode you are. It just calculates differently and shows other values according to that mode. So technically everything we can see here is also measured if we are in the luminance setting, but it just displays different calculations out of that raw value. What we don't see later on is that you can dial in an offset for the exposure values, and you can add a ND filter value. You can dial that in and it will calculate that on top of that. But we want to focus on the other modes, like photo video mode. It has different input as parameters for the calculation. Like here you can do the timing, how long the exposure is taken in parts of a second, which is common there, instead of that shutter angle we have in the cine mode. And you can set the ISO. Photo flash mode. I don't know much about that flash thing here. I wanted to try to test it with my P60 lamp. You can see it barely here. Like I can do a single flash with that. I will try if I can get a value with that. So I understand if I turn that on, it is in a waiting mode and it waits for a flash now. And I can try to find that. And yeah, okay, so now it has a reading for that flash. Yeah, 8% flash, whatever that means. I don't know what I can do with the values coming out there. Okay, but it does measure a flash, and the option here is that you are in that waiting cycle. We can go into the settings here and can change some general settings, Bluetooth connection, of course. Display, backlight, continuous measuring, we can put that on, and that will, we can have a look into that. If I go to the luminance and start a measurement, it doesn't work here. I've seen it in the cine mode. Okay, so now it does different measurements continuously. Yeah, but I think that is not so nice that it is flashing the whole display here. I think that could be a bit improved. Advanced settings, maybe we have a look into that. Open last screen. Oh, I turned that off. That already annoyed me a bit. Auto power off. Yeah, that's a good idea, I guess. Tune, I think I'm not going into that. It's a bit too advanced for myself. This device is currently to get for less than 600 euros in the Kickstarter campaign, which is still open. And once they delivered all the pre-orders, they will retail it for 850 euros. So maybe you go there quickly and get the lower price. So that's the first part of the review. I will release 2 more episodes in the next couple of days. If you don't want to miss that, please remember to subscribe to my channel. I will not spam with a lot of videos, I promise. So it doesn't make a big difference for you if you subscribe, but every subscription is really a big deal for me. So think about that. Thank you and bye-bye.